Hi YouTube, this is Crystal with Digital Diva Design, your personal branding channel. This video is the first in my Design It Like series, where I teach you how to recreate the web pages of some of today's most popular influencers. Today I'm going to show you how to design a cosmetic company homepage like Rihanna's Fenty Beauty using WordPress and Elementor Pro. This video will cover setting up your WordPress pages and using Elementor Pro to create each section of the homepage, including the header, footer, sliders, and product images. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. Don't forget to click the bell to receive notifications for my newest content. Now that we have the sections of our web page completed, I want to go ahead and start working on the header. So as you can see here, this header is just the hello theme header and just nothing special about it. Obviously, we want to make it stylish. We want to make it look very similar to the Fenty Beauty header. So I'm actually going to go to the pages section of WordPress. We're going to add some pages, because we're going to need to add a shop page and some additional pages here. And we're going to add the search. We're going to add like an account button here for people to access their account, and then a view cart button as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go actually here to the pages, and we already have the blog page, and then we also have the home page, which we've been working on. So let's just add, let's say, 4 more pages. These pages can be anything that you want them to be, and really they don't have to be anything super special. We're just doing this to go ahead and fill out the header. So I'm just going to create some pages. So let's create a new page here, and I am going to call this About, because almost every website has an About page. So let's add that in. And let's publish it. Now let's go back. Let's add another new page. Let's say we'll do something like a gallery, and we'll hit publish on that. So let's look at our pages now. So far we have these 4 pages. The only thing we're missing is a shop page. And you could go ahead and just create a page and call it shop, but I'm going to go and add WooCommerce so that we can add in all of the necessary pages that you would want to have for an online shop. So to add the WooCommerce plugin, you're going to go to plugins and then add new if you have a single WordPress installation. If you have a multi-site, then you would go to My Sites Network Admin, Plugins, and then we're going to all end up at the same place and add new. And then you're going to type in WooCommerce. WooCommerce will be the first, it'll be the first result to show up, and then you're going to click Install Now. Now I already have it installed, so I'm just going to go back to my dashboard, back to plugins. And I'm going to find WooCommerce and then go ahead and install it. And I'm also going to install this as well. It's called WooCommerce Menu Cart, and it places a menu cart icon on your header. So I'm going to activate both of those for now. Okay, so those are set up. So I'm going to run this setup wizard so that we can get the shop and the corresponding pages added. So right now you can see me installing WooCommerce into the website, and the reason why I'm installing WooCommerce is so that it can automatically add those shop pages to the website, because some of those pages we'll be using in the navigation, which will be in the header. So I'm just going to speed through this portion right here, and you can just kind of get a quick overview on how to install WooCommerce for your own website. If you want to skip ahead, that's no problem. Otherwise, you can just kind of get like I said, a quick overview. And it looks like here I installed Jetpack by accident, which I did not want to do. Jetpack is not something I wanted to have on this website, and in general I just don't really recommend it on any WordPress website. So right now you can see I am deactivating and uninstalling Jetpack so that it won't run on this website. If you see now at a glance, you'll see that I have 8 pages, and that is because WooCommerce added a cart page, a checkout page, a My Account page, and a shop page. So I really just wanted that shop page so that we can have that on the header. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a menu. So we're going to go to Appearance and Menus. And I'm going to delete some of these because these are from an old WordPress design that I had previously before. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add some of these other things in. So let's add shop page, obviously, gallery. Let's add about. Well, let's add My Account as well. And then here at the menu, we can do some rearranging. So I think I'm going to have shop actually come up here. Home, actually, I think I am going to remove this. Let's move gallery up. Let's move blog up. Let's move about, and then we'll have account last. And then let me add checkout and cart. And I'm going to put those under account for now. I'm going to save this menu as main menu. Okay, now that that menu has been saved, I'm going to create the custom header. So I will go under Elementor and go right down to templates, and then we're going to go to theme builder. In theme builder, I'm going to just select header, the header tab, and then I'm going to click add new header. We can just call this main header. Now Elementor will give you all kinds of different templates that you can start out with to help you design your header. And it's possible that we could use a few of these, but I think we're just going to start from scratch. I think that's just the easiest way to go about things personally. So I'm going to skip this, click the X, and we're just going to draw out this new header from scratch. So I'm going to add a new section. We're going to choose the 1-column section. I want to make sure that this 1 column is full width, so I'm going to select full width here to the side. And we are going to add, the navigation menu. So let's go ahead and drag that widget right inside. And you can see here that we have this menu here. And these are all the pages that we just added to the website and created in the menu. I'm going to add an intersection and put that on top. And then I'm going to delete one of these columns. It's kind of hard to get to. There it is. And delete it. So we just have 1 column here at the top. So just going back and looking at Fenty Beauty. Okay, so we have the logo here and then the actual navigation bar. So here will go the logo. Her logo is a type logo, so we can actually just use the heading widget for that very purpose. And for the navigation, we also want this centered as well. So I'm just going to move that to the center. Then I'm also going to add another heading underneath that first heading and center that. So now I've got my 3 sections here within the header. There's the logo, right here, and then this part, the navigation. I need to add an intersection. So I'm going to add another intersection where I have 2 columns, and I'm going to move this section over into one of these intersections. And let's just make sure it lets me move it. Okay, it's being stubborn. There we go. There, now it wants to go there. And then in this section, this is where we're going to have like our search box and some different icons. So let me go and plop in the search form. Actually, let me not do that yet. Let me add another column. And then we'll add the search box here. We'll add a menu cart here. I'm going to add an icon there. And I was going to say another tip with Elementor, if you can't find the icon widget, then you can always do a search. So that didn't go where I wanted to. I'm going to add another column, and we're going to drop this icon here into this column. Okay, now this looks like a complete mess right now, but believe me, when it's all said and done, it's going to look absolutely amazing. Now that we have our basic elements up here for our header, now let's go ahead and get to styling this header. So I'm going to pick the same font that I've been using for a little bit, and that's Poppins. So I'm going to go ahead and place my logo type here, and it's just something I'm making up. You can put in whatever it is that you want to put in. All right, now that that's typed in there, let's change the color to black. Let's change the typography. So I'm going to go back and use Poppins. Let's do a normal weight for now. We'll do all uppercase. Letter spacing, let's do 2. And let's go super small. Maybe not that small. Let's go to maybe, that's about pretty good. Full skin, that looks about right to me. And the weight, let's make it a bit of a heavy weight so that it really kind of stands out. And now that that's that, let's scoot that down. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy the styling by right-clicking on Beautiful. And I'm going to place my cursor by Crystal L and then paste style. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I want to move these 2 lines closer together. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this one here by Crystal L, go to Advanced, and we're going to play around with the margin. So let's unlink that and let's decrease the top margin. Let's go 20, and then we're going to add the little minus sign there so it pops up. That looks pretty good to me. And I think actually I might change the weight of Crystal L so that there's some contrast. And let's change it from 600 to 400. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to actually just leave that for right now. I'm going to try to do the same styling for the actual navigation menu. So I'm going to select, right click and copy, and let's see if it'll let me right click and paste style. Not quite. I think the only thing it did was that it changed the padding, so that's not going to work. I'll have to just go here and just style this manually, so that's fine. We're going to keep this placed in the middle. We're going to go to Style, stay on Normal. Text color is going to be black. Typography will be Poppins. Size is 13. Weight, let's make it 300. Oh, I'm sorry, let's make it 400. Transform to uppercase. And we will give it a little bit of space there. Well, that might be a little too much space with the letter spacing. But then what we can also do is for the spacing between the actual words, the horizontal padding, we can change that up as well. So let's see, something like that. But we're not done yet because we still have a lot of formatting we need to do. So let's look at this search. Okay. So what I'm going to do now then, I think I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I colored it in black so that you guys could see what I was doing, but I'm actually going to have to turn this text color to white. So let me go ahead and turn that text color to white. There's an underline on the hover, and I want that underline to not be there. So I'm going to take this off, turn that to none. Okay, same thing for beautiful skin. Let's change the color to white, and then we're going to also change the color of Crystal L to white as well. And then we're going to come up here to edit section, this entire section, and we are going to change this background color to black. All right, so now it's looking a little bit closer to what it is that we had before. I'm going to go back to this navigation style and change the weight to 600 to match beautiful skin. Okay, that's looking okay to me. Now we need to work on the spacing and the spacing and orientation of these particular sections. So you can see here in Fenty Beauty that the navigation is smack in the middle, and then you have this area on the side that's basically in the last fourth or last quarter of the header. I am actually going to add another column, and I'm going to add one more column. Actually, I'm going to have to add another one. And I'm going to move this to the center section here. Let's delete this column. And we're going to have to scooch everything over. Scooch this one over. I'm going to scooch this way over. And I'm going to scooch this search box way, way, way over. So basically what we want to have is that we want to have this middle section completely centered, and then these two sections on the side to be equal. So for the account, found the user icon in the icon library. So if you just, I already have it selected, but if you just type in user, you'll find it. And then there's like all these different kinds of users. Actually, now that I see all these different kinds of users, let's use this one instead. I think I like this one better. And we're going to change the color to white so that stands out. And we're going to change the size. So let's make it pretty small. That's too small. Let's go to maybe 16. Let's see, maybe 24. That's not too bad. Okay, and now let's work on the search box.
So I've chosen the classic skin for the search box, and I'm working on the icon right now and changing it to or making sure that it's on the magnifying glass icon. And now I'm just playing around with the size to just mimic the size of the search box on the Fenty Beauty website. And for the button, I want to make sure that the background is black, that the icon is white, and for the input, I'm going to make sure that the background is black, and I'm also just taking down the opacity. Now I'm just playing around with the placement and alignment to make sure everything is just about right.
Also, something to be aware of too is that we want everything to be aligned together. So let me see if I can get that vertical alignment in the center. I'm sorry, the horizontal line, but that doesn't seem to be really working either. So actually you have to change the vertical alignment. So we'll change that vertical alignment to middle. Let's make sure that the cart is also vertically aligned to the middle. That's okay. And then make sure this navigation is also vertically aligned. And it looks like that is. So that's looking not too shabby right now. Let's take out this bubble, that little red bubble right there. So if you leave it there, there's a red bubble that indicates how many items are in your cart. Or you can do plain. I just assume let's just not do anything and just leave it there for now. Let's see, cart medium. So I think we want to actually do a bag, which I think is really cute. So Fenty Beauty has a little bag here. So let's do some things similar. I like that. We'll do bag. Let's see, maybe bag solid. That can work. All right, I think I want this bag to be white, which would be great. So let's do icon color white. And we can increase the size here as well with the slider. So let's slide that up a little bit. And that's looking not too bad. Okay, so let's just take a little quick look and see what this is looking like. So it's not looking too bad. I think we definitely want to tighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to pull this whole section up a little bit so it falls right underneath the title. And I'm just going to do a little bit of fixing here before I do that, a crystal L. And we're going to make it a little bit smaller. Let's pull the weight down to 300. And I'm also would like to adjust the margin. So instead of a -20, let's try a -10. Now for this section, let's bring up the margin. So we will do a negative margin, and then we'll add the negative. So that pulls it up a little bit. Let me pull it up a little bit more, see how that does. Okay, that's not bad. It's definitely getting there. Let's mess around a little bit with this weight. I think I'm bringing it down to 500. And I want to increase the spacing between the letters. Let's try for a 2.5, see how that does. Let's bring that weight down one more time. And I think what I'd like to do, the spacing looks pretty good to me, but I think what I want to do is I would like to increase the horizontal padding. Okay, that's coming together a little bit more for me. And I think I can go back and maybe bring the line spacing back down to a 2. Okay, so this is definitely coming together. I think I want to bring up the margin of this section and pull it in just slightly if I can. So let's bring that margin in a negative, let's see if we try a -20. Let's try a -10 instead. Okay, that's not too bad. It's coming together. I just want to tweak this beautiful skin. And let's make it a little bit bigger. And let's bring the weight down to about 400. And now let's increase the line spacing to a 3. And that's looking a little bit better to me. And actually we could go even further with the line spacing And maybe let's increase it to a 5, just so we can get a really nice spaced out look there. And then same thing for the other header by Crystal L. Let's just increase that by 2.5. So I really think this header is coming along. Only thing now is to kind of just adjust these little column sections here. And for this account image, I think what we'll need to do with that one is we'll need to just adjust the size a little bit. Okay, that pulls it in just a little bit. And same thing with this cart. And let's bring down the icon size just a tad bit for the cart. So now I want to bring this column in even a little bit more. Let's see, the cart column width is 6, so let's just make it a 6.022. Let's just make it even 6. And let's do the same thing for the account icon. And we'll just make that an even 6. So I'm going to add a link here to this icon, the My Account icon. And how you would do that is you click on the edit icon, and that will come up here in the sidebar. And then where it says link, you can simply type or paste your link right there. And then if you go here to this gear setting, it gives you some different options of how you would like that link to function. You can open it in a new window, or you can add a no follow. I'm not going to choose any of them. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm just going to save as. And also, as you can see here with the view cart here, once you click on it, anything that is added to the cart will show up here. So if you had something that you've already had clicked on and you wanted to add to the cart, then when you click on that view cart icon, then your cart contents will be right here in this sidebar. And of course, you can click here to exit out of that. Okay, even though I'm not completely done with this header, it's pretty much looking the way I want it to look right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. Once you hit publish on this type of template, whether it's a header template or a footer template, you're going to need to add conditions. So you click here on add condition. And the condition is, yes, this header will work for the entire site. So I am going to leave this as is and save and close. Now that that's saved and closed out, this header will be applied to every page in the website. So let's go ahead and take a look at that by clicking this preview icon. So that's right there, previewing the header. And I'm going to go back just really quickly, and I'm going to make sure that these two items here are actually hyperlinked to the home page. So I'm going to click here on edit. And let's make sure that actually pops up. There we go. Edit the heading. And we want to make sure that the URL is going to, or that this text here is going to point to the home page. And then the same thing with Crystal L. That's going to also go to the home page. I'm just going to delete that out. And we're going to click update. So now we can go back here. This should be updated. So now when I hover over Beautiful Skin, there is a hyperlink there. I'm going to click on it. And now we have our header applied to the website. And this is looking pretty good. Okay, so we're still not done. We still have some other things that we need to do. The cart here has a curious border around it. I'm not sure how that happened, but let's take that off. So we're going to edit this menu here. We're going to edit border radius, border width. There shouldn't be any kind of border at all. So I'm not sure why that's there, but let's see if we can get rid of that completely. And I just did that by taking this slider and sliding it all the way down. Okay, and I'm just going to hit clear just for good measure to see what happens. Now that's really interesting. Okay. Let's update that and see if that fixed that issue right there. Okay, it looks like it fixed that issue. Okay, that looks like that's taken care of that situation right there. Now, something else I definitely want to look at one more time is I want to look at the spacing of all of these items here. So it looks like they're just a tad bit on the wonky side, and we want to fix that as much as possible. So maybe go to advanced here, and I might have to add a little bit of margin just to make sure that this is exactly where I want it to be. That looks a little bit better. Also, I think I want to fix the spacing in between these two icons. Now I notice that it's pushing this cart icon way over, which I don't want to happen. And I really would like for these to be more equidistant. So let's see if we can achieve that somehow. If this one here in the middle is 57, if we do 60 in the middle, 20 and 20 on either end, that could give us what we want. So I'm going to put 60 here for the middle. I'm going to make this side 20, and then we're going to have to divvy up here. So we're going to do 6.66. And make sure I grab that one. And it looks like I actually could probably drag this over just a tad bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to advanced. I'm going to edit this column, and I'm going to shift the margin on the left side. And we're going to add that negative to it to add a negative margin. And just bump it over so that it really fits. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Something else I want to make sure that I do is that I notice that I believe this section is boxed. And that's what's giving me the problem I was having. So let's set that to full width. All right, that's looking even better. Now we're going to update. And let's go back to the main page. And that's looking even better. One last thing that I really want to do is I want to create the sticky header. So another part to this is that you're going to click this full section here. So you're going to go to Edit Section, Advanced Motion Effects, and we're going to choose a sticky header at the top. Let's just make this for desktop right now. So I'm going to remove mobile and tablet and make this just available, just an available feature on the desktop. Click Update. And I'm going to scroll back. And let's see if this works. Yes. So now we have our sticky header that is stuck to the top of the page. Okay, so I wanted to make a little tweak to the search function on the header. So if you notice here, if you click here in the search and you just type something out, you can see like the type is actually pretty hard to see. So I need to fix that. I'm going to go into Elementor. So I'm logged into my site. I'm going to click on Edit in Elementor. And I'm going to click here on Edit Header. All right, so now I'm going to just place my cursor here on the search box so we can go ahead and fix this. So I'm going to go to Style. And let's go here to text color. All I want to change here is the text color. So I'm going to select the white here. I think I can test it out and see. Yes, so that fixed that situation. So now when we type into this search box, we can actually see what we are searching for. So I'm going to hit update, and that is good to go. Hey guys, just one more thing. If you haven't already, you need to sign up to become a Diva VIP member. What is a VIP member? Well, with Diva VIP membership, you're going to get exclusive offers, discounts, and sneak peeks into my new products at Digital Diva Design. And if you sign up, you will get an instant 20% savings off of your next order from my shop. Yes, that's right. I have a shop with tons of templates and everything for your designing needs. And I'm adding new templates and new things daily. So whether it's business cards, whether it's logo and branding, if you need InDesign templates, I've got them. And if you need Illustrator designs, I've got those as well. So please come on over and sign up. It is so easy. All you have to do is just enter in your name and your email. And you are good to go. Sign on up for the Diva VIP membership. And go ahead and click on this coupon to get your 20% off savings from your next order at Digital Diva Design. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and sign up. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.